basement of Baron Morbid. As always, is your host, Baron Morbid. My lovely co-host, Jacques Strop.
It's me.
Got him some new hypno goggles. I got new hypno goggles too. We got a new place to get our hypno goggles from. Way cheaper. Super cheap.
Yeah. Whoever we got them from first can suck it.
Yeah. They were like $15 a piece. $15 for a pair of these.
Jesus.
And you may have noticed at the beginning, our logo did something a little funny. That's because this is our tribute to Bizarre TV. You remember Bizarre TV?
Yeah.
Bizarre TV. Our good friend Rhonda, who had Bizarre TV on for years, passed away a little while ago. So we were super sad about that. So we thought we'd have an episode of hers. I found the weirdest movie I could get my hands on. It's called They. It's also known as Invasion from Inner Earth and Hellfire.
Wait.
It's got 3 titles.
Wait, what?
It's got 3 titles.
3 titles?
3 titles.
What?
Now, the funny part was I'd never seen it before, and I'm watching it going, oh, all right. So it's out in the woods, blah, 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 aliens, UFOs. The UFOs are amazing. They make Ed Wood's UFOs look like class Oscar-winning kind of materials, what they look like. But the funny part was it said it was directed by a guy named Ito. I-T-O, or Ito. Yeah, total BS.
Depending on where you're from.
Total BS. It's frickin' Bill Rebane, who gave us those Bigfoot movies and the Swamp Creature movies and all of those terrible movies. He's like, I'll make this fancy movie instead. Brr, 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 brr. So, this episode, because it's a tribute to Bizarre TV, a while back I went to a wonderful convention called Cinema Wasteland. Jacques and I go every year.
Oh yeah.
Twice a year. April and October. And I asked a bunch of people if they would just look at the camera and say, you're watching Bizarre TV. So, since she never got to use those, we are going to sprinkle them throughout this particular feature and this particular episode of The Basement of Baron Morbid. So, you'll see those just pop up for no apparent reason. I watched the movie. It can use some pop-up once in a while.
Don't get jump scared by it.
Don't all of a sudden go, what's that guy doing there? So there's famous people in this that bump up. Not in the movie. God, no. There's nobody we know in this movie.
No.
So you go start watching the movie, and then come on back and we'll yak some more about Bizarre TV. Get out!
Hi, I'm Brink Stevens, and you're watching Bizarre TV.
Jake. I thought you were supposed to be the best guide in these parts.
The only one I saw, I got. You know, it's strange. The hunting's been lousy lately. I haven't seen a deer in a week. Even the squirrels are scarce. Well, I can see you've been busy. Do you think you're overdoing it a bit?
Ha. Since when?
Well, it just seems to me since those kids have been out here, you've been trying to impress.
Don't be silly. Besides, they're leaving today.
All the more reason to keep busy. Keeps your mind off things. Where are they, anyway?
Took their gear to the plane.
Well, we gotta get out of here. It's getting late. Seriously, Sarah, they're a nice bunch of guys. Especially that Eric. Seems to like you a whole lot. Where'd you say he was from? Didn't he say his father worked for, Well, no matter. You know, once they leave, maybe we ought to fly into Pine Creek. Do some shopping? Go out in the town, kick up our heels a bit. What do you say? Do you a world of good.
I hate towns. You know that.
You know, Sarah, since those young fellas have been here the last 4 weeks, I've been doing some thinking. Mostly about you and your future. When the old man was alive and...
Dad.
Dad. And you were younger. It seemed right and proper that we should live out here in the cabin. But now that he's gone, and you're pretty near growed up, well, I just don't think it's good that you should be out here this far away from people. You ought to be in town, around your friends. You even have a boyfriend like that, Eric. You ought to think of settling down. Marrying. Mothering up a family. Besides, what with that new twin engine out there, I gotta be spending more time building up the business.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really gonna miss this place. Especially the peace and the quiet.
It's too quiet for me.
You think so? I don't know. All that research we did at the lab is nothing compared to this field work.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They really make out all right up here, don't they? Hey, can I take that up here?
Yeah. This is just about it.
To each his own. I just want to get back to civilization.
Oh, I don't know. It's not so bad out here. What are you so anxious to get back to anyway, huh?
A hot shower, comfortable bed, a stereo, a girl.
Aha! Therein lies the answer. Women! Ah, yes.
Oh, there's Jake now.
Women, women. The soft, warm touch of someone that doesn't belong to you, Well, looks like a good day for flying, huh?
Yeah, it's clear enough to get us there. You guys got your stuff together? How about those instruments? Okay, let's go. You said you had some flying time in. Want to ride up front with me?
Sure.
Eric, let's go.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
calling, Hightower. Hightower, this is 91 Mike. Sam, are you there? Come on, Sam. We're 10 miles northeast of you. What's happening?
Something wrong?
Sam's probably asleep. We'll buzz him. Hey, that was Sam. I don't know what all the waving's about. Come on, Sam, what's going on? Have you been drinking or something?
Jake, listen. Don't land here. Whatever you do, don't land. Go back. Just go back.
Sam, have you lost your marbles or something?
I'm not sure what happened, but people are dropping like flies. I wasn't here when it happened.
Get hold of yourself, man.
Look, I just flew in from the Razor station further south. They're dead, I tell you. All dead. It's like the plague. I'm so sick. I don't know if I'm gonna make it myself. I can't talk much longer.
Now listen, you hold on. I'm gonna bring this down in 1 minute.
Well, a guy's got to be kidding, right, Jake?
I hope so.
I don't know. The man sounds serious to me. What if he's telling the truth?
We'll just have to find out.
Sounds like some weirdo to me. I don't like it.
What's going on down there? He's putting himself right in the middle of the runway. My radio won't reach Tall Pines. We'll go in at Bear Creek Lodge. There'll be some gas there, and maybe a radio rig.
Jake, how are we gonna contact someone and find out what's happening?
There's a radio in the lodge. When this place is open, they keep gas here for the summer season. They usually keep it in that far hangar.
Wait, you knew there wasn't gonna be anybody here and there may not be any gas?
Yep.
Well, then what are we doing here?
You're the college boy.
Well, that's just fine. Just great. We could have been halfway home already, and here we are, out in the boonies. That's Sam. Now, there's some kind of nut. The stunt he pulled on the runway, that just doesn't...
I don't know, Andy. It didn't sound like a stunt to me.
Well, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But all we can do is find out, right? Come on, let's go.
How do they get gas up here anyway? They're wealthy. Filthy rich is the word. They buy their own gas up here every summer. Keeping those barrels over there. Empty. Not a drop anywhere. You two guys, check the other hangar, will you?
That wasn't a wise move, was it? We should have landed at Hightower anyway.
Now look, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not taking any chances. Sam's not the kind of guy that puts anybody on.
Jake, before, it sounded like you had something against rich people.
Why do you ask? Are you rich, Andy? Did I offend you? Come on, let's go. No luck?
Nothing.
Let's go to the lodge. No use. He didn't see us. Is he crazy? He's gonna lose it.
It's going down.
I don't believe it.
Well, his troubles are all over.
Shut up. Come on, let's go.
I wouldn't go near it. You saw it, the thing blew up. There's nothing left.
I'll go with you. Come on, let's go, Jake.
You two stay here.
What about the radio and the spot we're in?
That can wait.
Wow. This is beginning to get spooky.
I don't like it. The whole thing smells. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, if it did, we wouldn't be here. Obviously. Don't get yourself all uptight. Bats out of here first.
It's like a tomb in here.
I guess the thing.
There's no light switch.
There's got to be one around here someplace.
Got a match?
Yeah, somewhere. Here we go. Dr. Frankenstein, what are those strange lights in the castle this evening?
Oh, come on. Let's open up the curtains.
Yeah, good thinking. You take that one, I'll go over here.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the radio.
Hey, this is quite a rig. We ought to be able to get a couple places with it. What do you think? You know how it works?
Yeah, I know how it works, but first we gotta find the generator. I'll have a look inside.
How much further do you think?
About a mile.
Hi, I'm cult filmmaker David Dakota, and I'm the director of Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bolorama, and you are watching Bizarre TV.
Hey, we're back! All right, yeah, I warned you. I warned you that this movie, I mean, the alien in the movie, Jacques, is a red flashlight.
It's a red flashlight?
Well, the light from the red flashlight.
It's better than a pair of rubber gloves.
True. There are no rubber gloves in this film.
Was that the claw?
And the acting is some high quality. No, I'm sorry, it's not high quality. I was thinking of something else. The little bumpers we sprinkle throughout of the people saying you're watching Bizarre TV. Better acting.
Yeah.
Than that. So, yeah. So, yeah, we haven't been back in a while, Jacques. We're back on cable access, public media network.
Woo!
Our good friend Kenji's like, come back to us, and I'm like, no.
People that know what they're doing started running cable access.
That's the thing.
That's new.
Always a good time to have that happen. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna let you get. We'll do that next. Go have you watch some more movie. You come back here. We'll talk about Bizarre TV a little bit. You'll see some little bumpers while we're gone. Go, get out.
Hi, I am Dirk Manning. I'm the writer and creator of books such as Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Love Stories to Die For, Right or Wrong, A Writer's Guide to Creating Comics. But here's the thing, you could be reading right now, but you are not reading because you are watching Bizarre TV. I'm gonna quit talking. Go, watch Bizarre TV. Read books later. Right now, watch TV, Bizarre TV. Go, just go, watch now, go.
Not much further. I've hunted this swamp. We ought to be able to see it right over there.
Okay.
least something's going right.
Hey, that's not the radio.
What on earth is that?
It's a red light.
Where's it coming from?
Hey, it's moving.
It's still there. See what it is.
Oh, so I should go, huh?
Come on.
On second thought, rather not. The radio. Listen to that.
It's gone. Just disappeared. This is incredible.
No. We both saw this thing. I mean, the question is, where did it come from? What was it?
Had to be a reflection of some sort. The window's right over here. What was that?
What? I didn't hear.
Have you flipped out too? You didn't hear that?
Oh, you mean this?
Oh, come on, will you? I mean, first that guy at the airport, and then the plane blows up, and now you playing games. This is all starting to get to me. I tell you, somebody's trying to put us on.
It's very possible. But on to what?
VE4JA Andersons. Come in.
What is your location?
205 miles northwest of Hightower. Who is this?
It is not important. We are just checking our equipment.
I see you found the place and the radio.
Harlow was burned with the plane. It was really terrible. Nothing we could do.
Did you get anything?
No, just a lot of static.
Well, something a lot stranger happened here. We were just about ready to try the radio when we noticed a red light on the wall over there.
Careful, Andy. They're gonna find out a little hard to believe.
Well, tell them. Then it went from the wall to the fireplace, and it ended up over here. When did you two get back, anyway?
Well, we just got here. Why?
Somebody had to put it there. Being as there's nobody here but the four of us.
What, have you been drinking or something?
No, Andy's right. It's not our imagination, if that's what you mean.
Well, let's forget the red light. Let me at that thing. We're gonna get some answers to this whole thing. VE4HQ, this is VE4TR. Come in, please. VE4 VE4HQ, this is VE4TR. Come in, please. CQ, this is VE4TR. Come in, please. CQ, this is VE4TR. Come in, please. Anybody?
I can hear you.
Who and where are you?
What's the matter anymore?
What do you mean, what's the matter? What's going on out there? What's happening up at Hightower near you?
It's all over. There's just a few people left, and they're going fast, very fast.
First Sam, then the crash, and now this. And don't forget the red light. VE4JA, this is VE4TR. Come in. VE4JA, this is VE4TR. Sarah, can you hear me?
This is VE4JA. Yes, I can hear you. Jake? Where are you calling from?
Bear Creek Lodge. Is everything okay up there?
Of course everything's okay. But what are you doing at the lodge? You're late. It's going to get dark soon.
I'll explain later. We're leaving now. Give me some lights on the way in. VE4TR, clear.
There are reports of complete communications blackouts along the northern beltline of the United States and points further north, extending into areas as far north as Hudson Bay in Canada. Similar incidents have been reported in Buenos Aires and in Punta Arenas, Argentina. An epidemic of unknown origin has claimed the lives of some 5,000 people. Scientists and medical experts from all over the globe have not been able to diagnose the disease, as they are unable to get within 100 miles of the infected area. Here in Waterloo, we've had our own troubles, reports of transmission failure with our own station. Many of you normally listening to WCNK may not be able to listen to our present programming. FCC and other official Washington sources have been unable to explain any of it so far, possibly because they are unable to reach anyone, including us.
We have to do something. Can't just sit here out in the middle of nowhere. Damn radio, nothing's happening.
I wish we had more to go on. Anything. Sarah, have you got a map of this area?
Yes, I'll get it for you. We're right here.
Hightower is here. The lodge must be right about here. Is that right, Jake? Yeah. Okay. Tall Pines is further south. And Rhinelander. That takes in quite an area.
Well, what kind of disease is it that can take an area that large? Those towns are far apart. There's nothing in between them but wilderness.
Well, whatever this thing is, a carrier could spread it with him wherever he goes. All it takes is one person. Or it could be carried in the air through food.
You keep talking about disease. The red light, that's a disease, huh? Come on, you're spinning your wheels.
No.
It's a lot more than that. I mean, that red light, that was for real. Look. Now, look. All we've heard from so far are these little dinky towns, right? These remote areas. I mean, there is no question of what is happening here. Flying saucers, UFOs, whatever you want to call them, are extraterrestrial beings. No, it's right here in the book.
Oh, shut up, you idiot. It's getting thick in here.
Go on, Stan. You're a scientist. You're up on this scientific stuff. Let's hear this theory of yours.
If it wouldn't be for that red light you saw, it would make more sense.
Are you really sure about that red light?
Would I kid you? Now look, I mean, the evidence is overwhelming. You can find it every place. Okay. Listen to this. Photinia. Pronounced Photinia. Evergreen and deciduous shrubs or small trees, native in Asia, belonging to the, this is very important, rose family. What happened here, see, is that this huge red rose, this gargantuan, behemoth, humongous Photinia, after having devoured the entire eastern seaboard and half of the state of Florida, rose up and blotted out the sun, so that the entire earth was bathed in this red, rosy, if you will, light.
So, see, I told you. He's flipped out, I tell you.
No.
I'm taking a walk.
So Andy here, and myself, being men of science, we're fortunate enough to witness this phenomenon in a small way over there at the lodge. Well, so much for the red light. I mean, what's so hard about believing that we're not the only ones in this universe? I mean, poor us on our little planet Earth. Come on, think, man, think. What can be out there? All that came within close range of them, this is spaceships, got sick. Sick to their stomachs. Just like Sam. And the guy we got on the ham rig, he was sick too, right?
I read about it too, Stan, but they didn't die.
Maybe they just didn't get close enough to the UFOs. And besides that, most of the sightings have been in these rural and remote areas. Just like here, huh? Say, whatever happened to that old short wave we had around here?
It's around, but I don't think we have any batteries for it.
Oh, we got some batteries. They're packed outside in our gear. I'll get them for you.
Good. In the meanwhile, I'll try the rig again.
VE4SR. This is VE4JA. Come in, please.
Sarah. Hey, Sarah. It's a nice clear night out tonight. Let's say we go for a little walk. I mean, we might even see something. I mean, it's got to be warmer out there than it is in here, right?
Thanks, Dan, but I really don't feel like it.
What's the matter? You got a headache or something? Oh, I know. Eric, right?
Of course not.
Well, wait just a minute. That shortwave rig you were talking about a little while ago, I think I'd like to check it out. You know, look it over, see if it works. Keep busy, you know what I mean?
I'll get it for you.
All right.
But it usually doesn't work without batteries.
Yeah, I know that.
Come in. Anybody?
Are we reaching the Andersons?
Yes, this is Jake Anderson, down near Bear Creek. Who are you?
Anderson, yes. How are you?
How are we? Listen, who is this? Where are you located? What's going on out there? We haven't been able to reach anybody.
Yes, there has been some trouble. It is difficult to make transmissions.
Jake, that sounds like the voice I got before.
Did we reach you this afternoon? That is my sister. Can you hear me? Please, who is this?
You see? I told you. They're here.
I found them. We got a couple to spare, too.
Eric. Just got a voice on the radio. Sounded like the one I got before when you were gone.
Is there anything on the radio now?
No. It's completely dead. Give me those batteries. Let's get this shortwave working.
Take this antenna over to the ham rig and attach it. You know how. Now we ought to be able to get something from somewhere. Not a sound. Not a sound from anywhere.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Channel 9's late-night viewing program, Post-Sermonette. After you've watched Father Cooligan give the good word of the day and have saluted the flag and watched the Marines land at Iwo Jima, we're here to keep you company until the test patterns come on at 5 a.m. Hey, has it been a crazy day around here? In fact, everywhere in the world. Remember when the little green creature came to your door? It was probably a Girl Scout selling cookies? Well, that's all changed. Today, all over the world, there have been UFOs sighted and other strange occurrences. Strange diseases have popped up. And just so you won't think that the local area has been left out of the action, we have two very interesting guests today here to talk about that. Miss Rosemary Murphy and Mr. Alfred Duncan of Boulder Junction. Now, both claim to have sighted UFOs, and Mr. Duncan, in fact, claims to have boarded one of them and had a nice little chat with a man from, where did you say he was from?
Uranus. That's where they told me they were from.
Uranus. Before we get to Mr. Duncan's story, let's hear from Mrs. Murphy. Mrs. Murphy, would you tell us just exactly what you saw?
Oh, well, you see, I was walking down the road. I was going to go visit my friend, Mrs. Sanders. You know, that's about a mile from my house. Well, I looked up, and I could hardly hardly believe my eyes. There was this thing just traveling real slow right over me with all of its bright lights just shining down. These colored lights just blinking on and off. Oh, I was just scared right out of my wits.
Well, are you sure you didn't have an early visit from Santa?
Oh, no, I'm quite sure. Now, if you ask me, with all the trouble that's going on in the world, I think that the cause is these flying objects. Now, I don't know where they come from, but with all the astronauts that we're sending up there and those rocket ships and everything, well, I think that they're just getting mad at us. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, before we come back and find out what Mrs. Murphy's been putting in her chowder, let's switch to Mr. Duncan and find out what his experience was. Mr. Duncan?
Well, I was driving down this road in my pickup truck, and I hears this funny noise, like a humming. So I slows the old truck down a little bit, and the humming gets louder. So I stops the truck, and I look out the window. And here's that little spaceship, right there. Wasn't very big, but it was bigger than I thought they were. So I tried to start this darn old truck of mine and get out of there, but the truck wouldn't start.
Where do these people come up with all that stuff?
I don't know, but I wouldn't call them nuts. No one's come up with an explanation for the blackouts or the disease. And look at that guy up there. He's so straight, I can't believe he could make up a story like that.
I'm just standing there watching, can't move. Then a couple of fellers come out of there. They start waving at me. Well, I figure, at my age, I got nothing to lose, so I go right up to them.
What was that?
Well, did you find anything? Nothing wrong in here. Not in our equipment. Something is blocking transmission from the outside. Phones don't work. Nothing works. Must be a major power failure somewhere.
meeting you out here.
You're lucky I didn't shoot you. That green jacket making those noises. I've never seen it so quiet in these woods. I haven't even seen a squirrel or a bird or anything.
Yeah, me neither. Well, here we are. Alone, together, in the woods. Where's Eric? Wouldn't want to mistake him for a moose.
He wouldn't come. Said he didn't believe in killing animals.
That's so.
What he doesn't seem to understand is we have to go hunting instead of grocery shopping out here.
Well, at least we don't have to fight the crowds, right?
Right. We don't have any crowds to fight at all. You know, you've been coming up with some pretty interesting explanations for what's happening.
Yeah. It's beginning to make more and more sense as I put things together.
Surprise. Guess what I found?
Let me guess. The source of the red light.
Better than that. A snowmobile. With a full tank of gas.
So why don't you go take a ride on it?
It's another step closer to civilization. Look, we gotta get out of here. If we could just get to someplace to contact my old man, he'd get us out of here quick.
What makes you think you'd make it? Look. According to Stan's calculations, disease has already spread halfway across the United States.
Where does he get all this stuff?
I don't know. But I guess in all this confusion, gotta start someplace. Hey! Listen! I got something.
Hey! What does that do to his theories, huh? I told you we were gonna be all right. Just listen to that.
You know, Andy, you just might be right.
Sure, go ahead, man. Hey, Sarah, we got a station. Listen to this music.
Sure, Stan.
Oh, we just got it about 2 minutes ago.
Hey, that proves somebody's alive out there. What are you getting all excited about? You got one station here. I mean, what does that prove?
Come on, Stan.
It's the only thing we've gotten so far.
Hey, don't touch that. You'll lose it. Listen.
See? I told you. I told you.
Wait a minute, Eddie. It's the same song. It's playing over.
Why not? Turn on the air.
Well, they normally don't play the same song twice in a row.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. Wonder where it came from.
Looks as though we're back where we started. You have your choice. Beans or canned peas.
Well, I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
He's just liable to do something foolish. Don't you think either of you two should try and stop him?
He just found the snowmobile. I wouldn't put it past him to try and leave on it.
It's not that harebrained. Here's some coffee. Enjoy it. We don't have much left.
Well, I think things are finally beginning to fall in place here.
Well, I wish they'd fall into place for me. I've heard these theories before.
Well, let's hear them again. Got all kinds of things underlined in here. Okay. Try this for openers. In Riley, Oklahoma, after several people reported sightings, all communication systems in town went dead. Vertical lines appeared on television screens. Here's a good one. In most cases, red lights were sighted in conjunction with the UFO reports. Car motors stopped running. Yeah, remember the plane crash?
Stan, we have no proof. How do we find out what's going on out there?
We got to get to town somehow. Besides, whoever that is out there, I want to meet him. Face to face.
We have to keep trying the ham rig.
I don't know. Generator's pretty low on gas.
We have to try.
I haven't seen a living thing all day long. I just don't understand it. As long as I've lived out here, I've never seen anything like it.
We didn't see anything either. But Eric just got something on the radio.
Jake, we've got to get to town. Any town, I don't care. We've got to take that chance.
You may be right, Stan. That's my brain. Back to civilization we come. It's on your mind, Andy. Sure, that's what it is. You just keep flying this bird to sanity.
Somebody out there, and they're fooling around with fireworks.
Oh, come on. Go take another drink.
No, Barney, I'm not kidding you. There's somebody fooling with fireworks out there.
Okay, I'll go take a little look.
Oh. I think I'm going to be sick.
Turn that damn thing on. Always spoiling my fun. Now, this little squawk box here happens to be our only link with the world out there. Before we got into this mess. Now, if I turn it off now, we may not be able to get it back. Well, who cares? What if there is someone out there? Doesn't make any difference to me. Not anymore. Well, look at the bright side. I mean, now you won't have to be away from home so much. Jake, you gotta do something about the rats in this place. There she is, Miss America. Oh, Jake. Friends with all the furry little forest creatures.
Will you knock it off?
Shoe polish. It's top drawer stuff, huh? Been something that's been bugging me about you. I mean, what keeps you out here in the middle of the Boone Toolies out in the backwoods? I mean, you strike me as being smart enough to make a go of it in the cities. Why this Davy Crockett bit?
I tried to make it in the city. I took out of the Air Force. Couldn't make it. Not for me, anyway.
Your old man used to fly bush, right? What happened? How'd he die? How did he meet his maker, as they say? As if there's any longer any creator to meet.
Plane crash. Instrument failure. Can happen to anybody, anytime. It's nobody's fault. Just happens, that's all. Besides, if it weren't for that insurance money.
Insurance money?
I couldn't have saved enough money in a million years to buy that twin-engine beauty out there.
Don't be a hero, okay?
You take care, Sarah. Keep an eye on her. And stay next to that radio. I'll call you when I get there if I can.
Well, good luck. Keep your eyes open. Might see something. To that strong, stoic, outdoor type.
Is that what you think of me?
No, of course not. Just a little reminder. You keep your chin up, and everything's gonna be all right.
Hi, I'm Henrik Kuda, the director of Scare Waves and Amityville No Escape, and you are watching Bizarre TV, and you're lucky to be doing so. And we're back! And we're back. I think that Miss Rhonda would have loved this movie.
God, it's just the worst.
Bizarre TV would show the oddest things over and over again.
You just flick on and then you have no idea what's going on at first.
Right,
And then you try to guess the movie.
What is this? Because hers was a streaming channel.
Yeah.
So 24/7, she picked it. No guide to what she was showing. So you would come up with some great stuff. One time it was a short film that Camera Person Danny and I love called Night of the Punks. So good. You can go to YouTube, put in Night of the Punks, and it will make you laugh. It's a very funny. It's about what, 19 minutes? Not very long. Goes by quick.
Well, it's 19 minutes.
Yeah, seems
That's
like
pretty
a short
good for
film.
a short film.
Short film. Pretty good. And here's the interesting part about Bizarre TV. Now, as we said before at the beginning of the show, Miss Rhonda passed away. But it's done, her channel was done on the Roku, Google Cloud instant channel kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she would put all the programming in, and she would put it in 12-hour blocks.
Yeah.
So if you showed a 12-hour block, it would repeat itself, and that's one day. And she would change up the blocks and put different stuff in, and change up stuff and things like that. It's very interesting. The interesting part about it, even more interesting, is that she's been gone for a little while, months. She has been gone. Her channel still plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Roku. You go to Bizarre TV. Now remember, it's going to be a 12-hour block for eternity, and it's the same 12-hour block, but it's not a bad 12-hour block. There's some interesting movies in there. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Just if you have a Roku box, you go and plug in and get the Bizarre TV channel and just sit down and enjoy it. You got 12 hours of programming. You don't have to decide on the 80 million channels that you can get on your Roku box.
Yeah.
So, there's Bizarre TV. Do you remember being on Bizarre TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time. We were her first horror hosts.
Champions.
Unfortunately, the 12-hour block, she had gotten sick, so the 12-hour block that she currently has on there has no horror host stuff.
So it's just constant movie.
Constant movie, short films, weird stuff, all sorts of goodies. So, yes, so you can do that. You go to Roku, search for the channel Bizarre TV. You can still subscribe to it for free. It's a free channel. It plays the same 12-hour block forever, basically. But it is still there. I'm pretty sure they just don't know how to get rid of it. So,
Bill, if you love that 12-hour block, then you're going to love rewatching it.
Rewatch it over and over again. And we're going to be on Public Media Network, but we're also, we got out of YouTube jail.
Yeah.
So we can put entire episodes back up. So these episodes will also stream on YouTube, Basement of Aaron Morbid. We're not going to put episode numbers. It'll just be the Basement of Aaron Morbid and the name of the movie. So you'll know what movie you're watching. We got a whole new slate of movies coming up. One after this is going to be something. We are going to do an Andrew Shearer movie called Dr. Humpenstein's Erotic Castle.
Not what it sounds
Doesn't
like.
that sound like we shouldn't be able to get away with that? You'd be surprised what we can get away with. Because, but we'll talk about that movie later. So if you go finish watching the last part of that's a much... I like Invasion from Inner Earth as a title better. Hellfire sounds stupid. I don't know
What do you mean? Hellfire was alright.
Hellfire's a great title, just not for this movie.
Yeah, no, that's
And the Frankenstein still lights up. I'm so amazed. We got this from when we had Charter.
It's got the
Cable.
It's got the nuclear.
Blinky's still alive. Camera Person Danny, is Blinky still blinking? All right, good. I put some jankety batteries. I didn't have anything for spooky right now, and luckily this skull takes 0 batteries.
Because it's just a skull.
Maybe we could just energize spooky with this. Ooh.
That's not how power works.
Transfer the electronics. There's got to be a battery in this, right?
Yeah, there's buttons.
Oh, there's a little thing right there. So, you go finish watching this movie and get back here. Get out!
Just wait and see.
Hello, this must be the Andersons. How are you coming along?
Voice again.
We were cut off before. Communication communications are difficult. Where are you located exactly?
Manitoba, 205 miles northwest of Hightower. Where are you? And who are you?
Maybe you shouldn't have said that.
You kidding? I gotta find out who this is. All right, keep on talking. Where are you? Tell us.
Far south of you. How many of you are there?
There's 4 of us. Say, what's going on out there? Look, I know who you are. Why don't you clue us in?
That voice. So penetrating. Probing. Don't like it.
Scary. Something about it I can't explain.
It's an alien voice. You can bet your life on it.
Got another cup?
It's like water. We've used the grounds at least a dozen times.
It's interesting.
What is? Coffee grounds?
No. I've been looking at your scribblings. These perimeters are getting larger. They started at both poles. They're moving in toward the equator. How did you come up with that? What does it mean?
Got it on the hand. Shortwave. You see, when all of this started, which must have been shortly before we were ready to leave Hightower, right? Okay, Sam was still alive. The next day, we got Rhinelander. There was still somebody there to answer our call. And after that, everything went dead. Well, what I've been doing here, I've been logging all of the places that we could receive from, even though they might have been a little too weak for us to understand. But nevertheless, what they show is that whatever this thing is, it's advancing towards the equator from both poles. That brings me to a very interesting conclusion.
And 2 days. I don't think he's ever coming back.
There is that chance, Sarah.
The more I think about it, we're gonna have to make some kind of move ourselves. Maybe he just had some problems with a snowmobile. I mean, he knows the woods. There's always the possibility that...
Why does he have to be so stubborn? Always taking chances.
Yeah, I should have gone with him. Maybe the both of us would have had a chance.
I think we should just sit here and wait it out. Look, whatever this thing is, it may still go away. Being so remote, we still have a chance.
I don't think I can take much more of this.
Look, the only way we're going to know what's going on out there is to go out there and find out.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. Please tell us who you are. We need help. We're completely isolated out here. Middle of the wilderness. There's no food left and there's no way for us to get out of here. Can't you tell us what's going on and help?
How many of you are there?
3. No, probably 4. I don't know. One of us left for food. He hasn't returned yet.
You are near Hightower. Is that correct?
That's correct. 60 miles north of Tomahawk.
Hightower and surrounding villages should be safe now, according to our reports. Communications are being restored.
Wait a minute, just one more question. What are you doing to me? I have to know!
Here, give me that thing. Come on, come on.
This whole thing sounds like a trap. But come on. We'd be crazy to leave. Look, whatever it is out there that's killing everybody will move in on us as soon as we leave the cabin.
And if we stay, we starve to death. Take your pick.
Made my decision, Eric. I'm going.
I think you're both stir crazy and it's beginning to affect your judgment. That puts me right in the middle, doesn't it? Damned if I do, and damned if I don't.
First, Andy tries to go it alone. Then Jake tries to go and bring us back help. Now you want to stay here by yourself. Please, if we all don't stay together, there's no hope for any of us.
All right, I'll go. Just remember, this was your idea.
seem to be doing all right so far.
You call this all right? We're freezing to death. I'm soaked.
Stan, you never did finish telling us about your theories from the North and South Poles.
I don't believe that UFOs come from outer space. I think they come from the inner Earth.
Oh, come on.
Go on.
All right. See if I can explain it. About 8,000 years ago, the planet Mars came within very close proximity to the Earth, even closer than our own moon.
You mean like the comet Cahutek? Just passing us by?
No, nothing like that. See, in this case, Mars stayed close to the Earth for approximately 2,000 years. Now, it's just a fact of science that because of the electromagnetic fields, you just can't have two immense heavenly bodies like that in such close proximity for any length of time. And so, what happened, all hell just broke loose. Now, the inhabitants of Mars, they knew that the end was near. So the only thing that they could do was to get out, make a split. So the obvious place to go was planet Earth.
But weren't things just as bad here on Earth?
Yeah, they were. It's a good question. During that time, well, how does the Bible describe it? The period of the seventh seal. It was during this time the great flood, earthquakes, and fire. But you see, this is all irrelevant because the Martians were not interested in the surface of the Earth. Because through their advanced technology, they had made scouting probes, and they discovered that the interior of the Earth closely approximated their own atmosphere and was very compatible to them. And so, in the words of the old master, Jules Verne, a journey to the center of the Earth seemed about the only way out. Better get some more firewood here. Eric, come on. Sarah, you stay here.
Yesterday. Once. There's nobody on it, though. It's been dead ever since. Everything's dead. Except me. Me. I'm the one that never wanted to die. I wanted to live forever. And I've won. You know that? I've won. I'm the last living creature. I'm the last living thing on the face of the earth. Somebody talk to me, please.
I'm Chris Mulkey, and I'm at the Cinema Wasteland in Cleveland, and you're watching Bizarre TV. Did that freak you out?
And we're back! The movie is over! Woo! Woo! We did it! We didn't die!
Thank God.
We didn't die. I have no idea what that is, because the movie, see, Jacques not watching the movies, but I watch the movies. Unless he's already seen the movie, and then he'll say, oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
This movie, I'm afraid, I just don't know what's going on. I mean, you could say that the one scientist guy knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
That at one point in the past, 20,000 years ago, Mars was closer to Earth than the moon. And then when they were getting ready to go back to their orbit, they sent ships down to our planet, and they burrowed into the interior of the Earth, and then they came out to exterminate all of us for God knows what reason, until there was nobody left but these two people. They turned into a little boy and a little girl, and we started all over again. That's the plain premise of the movie.
That makes
with
a little bit of
alien
sense.
that's a terrible UFO. You can see the string and the wobble. The alien itself is a beam from a flashlight with a red cell on it. You can tell. Once in a while it does these little flare-ups, like when the plane exploded. The guy was stealing the plane. I'm going back to civilization. He doesn't understand. There is no civilization. The UFO gets close to the area. People just run around in the streets like mad people. Fall over dead.
Well, how is he supposed to know that?
Oh, I don't know. And then the most depressing thing is they're on the shortwave radio.
Yeah.
Nothing. Oh, I hear a song. Someone's playing a song at a radio station. So they listen. There you go. So there's still civilization. Then you hear that noise when the record's over. And then it starts playing the song again. The guy's like, no, that guy's dead. He's just playing the same record. They played the same record over and over.
Yeah, just keeps looping.
So it was a bit of a depressing movie. The ending's supposed to give you hope. I don't know how. You know, they basically put because it killed all the animals too.
Yeah.
So the grass was fine, the flowers were fine, and a little boy, little girl running naked through the grass at the end of the movie, and that's the end of the movie. And I'm like, that's why he put the name Ito on it. I think he didn't want anyone to get confused with his masterpiece of giant spider invasion or anything like that, or
Giant
monster and go-go.
spider invasion.
Yeah, so
that sounds perfect.
Oh, the spider is actually, they built a spider costume on a Volkswagen and then just showed her.
Wait. That what?
Yeah. They built a giant spider over a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
And drove it around. That was the giant spider that attacked people.
Well, it sounds better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it doesn't look better. It sounds better.
Yeah, it's...
So, we're back! We're back! Ha 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 ha! And we're on cable access. They'll never get rid of us.
Did y'all miss us?
And we're going to be playing at midnights. I think midnight's on Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure.
God. Midnights.
They have Public Media Network, PMN has a schedule you can go to online.
Yeah.
Go look it up yourself. You all got that fancy interwebs and them fancy phones that tell you stuff and turn off your TV.
Got your fancy computer phones.
Phones.
With your scroll thingies.
You're swiping up and down, left and right, kitty corner.
With your Tinders.
With your... What?
And your book face.
And your book face. Face in the book. And the Twitters.
And those tweets. Tweeters.
Tweeters. See, what's going on out there? So, anything before we go there, John? Any last words?
The whole time we've been gone, we've just been locked in this basement the whole time. We've just
we've been raising giant bugs to eat and roast them.
Yeah.
Smells like mushrooms.
You know, like people do.
Like people do. People do that. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna finish up this episode. Bizarre TV, go check it out. It was good having this episode out. We'll put that out for everybody to see on the YouTubes, as well as the Public Media Network. And as always, I am your host. I'm not your host, Shopstrap, am I?
No.
I am not your host, Shopstrap.
I'm your host, Baron Morbid.
Let's see. Oh, brain switching. We don't have a good brain switching movie.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No, we do not.
We got some stuff coming up that you're gonna go.
There aren't any good brain switching movies.
Well, there are, but I don't think they're anywhere in the public domain.
No.
So, anyways. All right, folks. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching The Basement of Barry Morbid. Good night!
Tom Atkins. Thrill me. Keep on watching Bizarre TV.